they're setting up, and this is why Obama is starting to pop up all over
the street and clean this country.
real quick.
Mr. President, I implore you, call for civil war. Call for civil war and let us do our thing. Let us go door to door, street by street, and clean this country.
These are psychopaths. What do you mean, go door to door? So you can grape women? Mess with kids? That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do.
And it's crazy because that's exactly what they're going.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Wakwak, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the mighty Akim Wagwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from his final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. Shalom to the speckled bird that may look like the other nations but are actually Yasharallah. Today's lesson, we're going to get into this, where you have Edomites begging for civil war and begging for the authority to exercise whatever power that they are asking for on honestly, I want to say not just Jake, but everyone, literally everyone. I think that's just the best way to say literally everyone. All right, and I was like, when I first heard, well, as I was watching this the first time, I heard what the dude was saying, and I was like, okay, wow. So they just want to go around killing us and whatnot, pieces of trash. Obviously, like, yeah, that's just some normal shit. But then when she said that, I was like, oh shit, it only gets worse. It only gets worse. It would never stop at just killing us. Of course, they're trying to go back to that whole to the slavery times of taking advantage, doing whatever they want. And I genuinely did not even think about that. That's some real crazy shit, like genuinely crazy stuff. Let me get this. Revelation chapter 12 verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. That is scary. I'm telling you, that is scary to Slakia. That's scary to Slakia. Anyway, as I was saying, that is scary to understand that they have they want to have that much power over us. All right, that's not good. That's not good in the slightest. All right. Now, with that being said, the stuff for me is how the thing that for me is that, like, okay, well, with that being said, like, this is I'm not gonna lie. I will say that what happened, what went through my mind, I was like, oh yeah, definitely, let's get some civil war going on, this and there, call him MANASHAH. But then I was like, oh, like, I mean, I do want the prophecies and I want that to happen, but at the same time, like, that shit is, even, it's like, it's not like, the fact of the matter is that sometimes it's just hard to say, you know, I hope something bad happens, because that's a very scary thing. And you know, I just never thought, I always thought, or let me correct myself, I was always raised in the sense of don't wish bad onto someone else if you don't want it, that bad stuff happening to you. Obviously that's like that elementary thing, but in order to better adjust, you know. But the truth of the matter is that yes, we do need this stuff to happen. And also one important thing to remember is this. Proverbs 12 and 21. There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. So the thing is that yes, we can still, we should still ask for this. We should still ask for the civil war and all these prophecies coming to pass. Of course, absolutely. And you know, I guess the reason why I was saying all that exposition was because, you know, there is some shame to be had, all right? Because, you know, again, Slakia, you have to understand that the shame comes from thinking that is going to happen to you if you are a diligent servant of YAHAWAH. You should not be afraid or ashamed or scared that something like that is going to fall upon you, all right? Simply because if you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, then you should have faith that the Lord is going to protect you. So that's why, you know, there is that, I guess, shame, all right, in me, speaking as a man, for me, where, you know, you have other brothers who are saying, oh yeah, I hope this happened. Oh, I hope this happened and whatnot. And, you know, praying for it and whatnot. But yet, and Slaki, that was another thing where, even for me, when I always say, oh, I can't wait for the war, I can't wait for the draft and whatnot, I'm over here thinking that, oh yeah, I'm going to be taken care of. But yet, again, it goes back into, like, the Lord is going to protect us on all fronts, not just on some hyper specific areas and whatnot. Like that these are the things that we really need to remember. All right, like again, speaking to myself first and foremost, as I just said, all right, I had that mindset, that thought of, oh my God, I'm afraid that it's lucky, obviously, like, I'm not going to get, well, I'm less likely to get raped, but I said grape, by the way, G, with a G. I'm less likely to get that, to have that happen to me, because simply because I'm a man. But still, like, just the thought of women going through that, like, it's not a happy thing for me, even though a lot of these women do deserve it, all right? But still, you know, it's just something that I just didn't, in my mind, I was being carnal. I think that's the best way to describe it. In my mind, there was a moment of carnality in me that I need to push away and I need to get rid of and focus on being more a diligent servant. Okay, forget if that happens to someone. Clearly, that means that they deserve it. All right. So the Lord would not allow something so evil and wicked happen to one of the diligent and sincere daughters of YAHAWAH. All right. So if you are diligent and sincere daughter of YAHAWAH, you don't need to worry about any of that shit. All right. So yeah, basically, with that being said, let's continue on. And again, like, these are the things that need to happen. We're waiting for this. We're watching this. You know, that's the thing. You know, sometimes I had this whole lesson plan for another direction, but instead, like, it came out like this. All right, where I'm over here thinking, like, for us, okay, you see her eyes are wide. This is genuine fear. This is genuine shock. She does not want this to happen. She thinks that she is a potential target. Well, she thinks that she might be a potential target. All right, she might be targeted by these devil Edomites, and they might actually do this stuff to her, and many other women like her. All right, and that's the thing. That's the reality of it. And for us, men and women of the Lord, we're not supposed to be afraid of that happening to us and our brothers and sisters. Okay, the Lord is going to protect us just as He protected Lot and that one Levite in Judges, I think, chapter 19. All right, the people that are in the right with Yahawadah protected, everyone else destroyed. It's lucky. Matthew 24 verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And again, nation against nation, you know, these different countries going to war, kingdom against kingdom, these different races. Okay, the kingdom, nations is ethnicities. races, kingdoms are countries and whatnot. All right, more specifically, or maybe there's a. I could go into a word to actually see what it is, because generally people do acknowledge nation as a place, but you get the point. It's people going against each other as well, from different walks of life as well as different things. What's it called? Luke 12:51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you nay, but rather division. So there is going to be that division that's going to come, where we're going to want to kill one another. And as a matter of fact, I remember sharing the video multiple times actually, of that one Jake that was saying that I dare you, DJT, to come over here with that. We have these guns and stuff like that. It was a Jake that was saying that, and it's foolish for him to say that, but I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I saw this one movie, I forgot the name of it, but it was like this thing where a bunch of Edomites were invading a city, and they were saying that this city is known for being liberal / not having as much guns. So as a result of that, they thought that it would be easy to do, but much to their surprise, they were blindsided, because a lot of Jakes, they have guns through illegal means, and as a result of that, they were actually fighting back. All right, because it's just that's a big thing. And I don't know if I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a weapons expert, but I do know like general knowledge on it in terms of like weapon types and stuff like that. I don't know if Jake actually has. I think Jake, I'm led to believe, all right, that Jake only has like normal like pistols, like not pistols, but like handguns and maybe Uzis or something like that. But I don't think that they have like those deadlier weapons like rocket launchers and stuff like that, or whatever. I'm not too knowledgeable on that, but that was basically what they had illustrated in the movie, that Jake actually has those more dangerous weapons. All right, so that was basically what I was trying to say, where that there's going to be a large scale like fighting, where even if they do have missiles and stuff like that, not necessarily missiles, but those more small explosive type weapons, they're still going to lose. Jake is still going to lose, because they're fighting through carnal methods and not through Esau's blessing, rather than the Lord's blessing, the Lord being with them. All right, as a matter of fact, let me see if I can find that. Neither go up.
Another guy named Lycidius. He was also the tetrarch of Babylon, and he does come from the time of Jesus. And then, of course, you have the religious officials, Annas and Caiaphas. What does this mean? Well, all this evidence is pinpointing. It's Luke pinpointing the ministry of John the Baptist and Jesus within a particular time at a particular place for a particular reason. Luke isn't just writing a theological document. Luke is writing a historical.
Slakia.
He wants you to know with an incredible level of accuracy, because he doesn't have to go through all these names. He wants you to know.
Slakia, I had to handle something.
Location. We can pinpoint these stories on a map.
Deuteronomy.
With incredible accuracy. Let me just give you another one. We're called
All right, Deuteronomy 142. And the Lord saith unto me, say unto them, go not up, rather neither fight, for I am not among you, lest ye be smitten before your enemies. Okay. So yeah, basically, if you don't have the Lord backing you, you're going to lose. We cannot win without YAHAWASHI guiding us or fighting for us or being there to lead us to victory, or even just interfering in general. All right, even just interfering in general, or he's the one that actually participates sometimes. Like for example, Joshua 10. And Joshua 10:11, and it came to pass as they fled from before Israel and were in the going down to Beth Horon, and the Lord cast down great stones from heaven upon them from unto Azekah, and they died. They were more which died with hailstones, and they whom the children of Israel slew with the sword. And that's basically the thing where, you know, sometimes we're not even going to have to put as much effort in because the Lord's going to do it. And that's the thing where when we get delivered, YAHAWASHI is going to be the one that's going to come down to deliver us and send his army of angels to handle our enemy, all right, to deliver us from our enemy. Now, I want to see Matthew 25. I think it's 30 something. Okay, I don't remember what it is, but whatever. But yeah, 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 69, verse 60. Let's say verse 70. And for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. And they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Okay, so yeah, this is some stuff that needs to happen. Let me get this. Insurrection, a violent uprising against an authority or government. All right, so this is the stuff that we're waiting, we want to happen, because this is biblical prophecy. All right. Now also, Matthew 24:22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right, so we know that the Lord is going to take care of us. He's going to protect us, deliver us out of the hand of our enemy. He's going to make those days like, yeah, it's going to happen, sure, but he's going to help us so that we're able to survive it. And Esau won't win. All right, Jeremiah 10 verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. And these are the signs of heaven. When we see this type of stuff, we're supposed to say like, okay, yeah, we want this to happen. Call Allah this happen, and that, you know, we're spiritually, we know this is it, and we're almost out of here. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Hashem, Yahawashi, Hashem, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, above all, and shalom.